Saturday, July 4th, we've got the Suburban Handicap. 10 furlongs for older horses at Belmont Park. And it turns out to be a very competitive race and a good betting race as well, with speed, stalking horses, and also pure closers. We've got John Roselli with us. John, how do you think this race is going to shape up out of the gate?
The horses who are going to be on or very close to the front end, there's the outsider, Samoon. He's an outsider in both senses. He's starting from the outside gate, and he's definitely outclassed, a long shot. Just adds to the pace scenario. Cool Coleman is coming off a good race, but he's certainly shown signs over the last 2 years of being a very good horse for Nick Zito. He is stepping up. These horses that he's facing here are a lot tougher than the ones that he's been beating up on in his last few races. And I really, he could pull it off, but I think there's going to be too much pressure on him. Finally Made It is certainly the best of the three speed horses, at least until the final 3/16. This is a horse who does have the best speed. He does have some ability. He has some class to him. But I think that when he's under pressure on the lead, that he does tend to fold, and I think that's what's going to happen here.
John, who are the pace pressers here are most likely to wear out the speed?
Two of the horses who've gotten the most pre-race publicity. It's a Bird. Is going to be right there, sitting 2, 3, 4 lengths off the lead. He's certainly on a hot streak. He's certainly the now horse. This is a class test, though. He's faced what I view as really one top-level horse so far, and that was Macho again, who beat him. So I'm not convinced that, despite the winning streak, I'm not convinced that It's a Bird is really going to be a top-level handicap horse all year. I think his run is going to come to an end here. That loss to Macho again did come in the slop. This is on a dry track, so maybe he'll prove me wrong, but I'm willing to take a stand against him. The other horse who's gotten some buzz here is Asiatic Boy, one of my favorite European Middle East racers, and he's coming over here for Kieran McLaughlin. He is going to lead this chase pack. He's going to be in position. He's certainly, his last race was a good one. He was getting to the leader at the end. He should move ahead off that race, and he does have a chance to win here. You have to take him very seriously. He loves the trip. He's got plenty of stamina. This is 10 furlongs is not too long for him, and I think he's going to be right there. There is a horse that I think has a better chance and at longer odds. Asiatic Boy is probably going to be 9-2, 7-2, somewhere in that range. There's another horse in here who is my favorite. It's going to be longer odds, who I think has a really good chance, and that's Rising Moon. Here you have Dick Dutrow putting a horse in a stakes race who doesn't look like he truly belongs, but Dutrow is a subtle trainer, and he gets his horses to peak. He knows how to place them. He gets Jose Lezcano to ride in here, not the highest profile rider, but Lezcano and Dutrow have won at a 36% rate over the last year and a half together. So, this horse looks like he's positioned in here to win. He's lightly raced. He seems a bit fragile. He's a 6-year-old, and he's only run, I think, 10 races. But last year, Rising Moon did run in the Suburban. It was his first time in a graded stake, and it was a grade 1 back then. And he finished with all sorts of run. He finished third, so that's not bad stepping off of listed stakes and allowance races. I thought it was a race that pointed him out as a horse that can do something in the future, and I think for him the future is now.
If the race falls apart, John, and it's the closers cleaning up at the end, tell us about who you think's most likely to be running at the finish of this race.
If you are looking for a closer in here, Dry Martini is probably the one that you want. He's a very competent closer. Like most closers, he doesn't have a high win percentage, but when he fires and when he gets the pace flowing his way, he's quite competent. And I think he has a puncher's chance in here if you're looking for the race to set up a little differently than I am. The other horse that would urge you to take a close look at in here for use underneath in the vertical exotics is Reddy's Echo. He has fought some tough horses. He finished behind Court Vision and Gio Ponti, who I think are two of the best horses around right now. He is a deep closer. He's going to have to go through a lot of traffic, but I definitely can see him getting up for third or even second if things go favorably for him.
So there you have it. And Roselli phoned in 30 on the nose on Rising Moon. Check back in after the race, and we'll see where the standings are after the Suburban.